Good morning. I am at the Little Sahara National Recreation Area, otherwise known as the Sand Dunes in Utah. Here photographing the first morning light over some of these dunes and waiting for the solar eclipse. My wife and our grandson is back down in the car. We hit the road at 5:30 this morning and drove out here. It's pretty windy, it's cold. Got a couple hours before the eclipse, so I'm scouting and looking for an area to set up to shoot across the dunes with the eclipse in the image. So stay tuned. My plan with this is always been to just shoot some landscapes with the sun in it, and then go back to the car and shoot the eclipse from the car, because you have to have a filter on to do an eclipse. Otherwise, you'll fry your CCD on your camera. You can't look at it. You can't look at the sun, but the eclipse will fry. Shooting directly into the sun magnified. I'm going to shoot it at various magnifications just for fun. But you have to have a filter that is really dark. When I get back to the car, I'll show you that and how that's going to work. But yeah, I just got another composition I kind of like. Part of the problem is this is all tracked up with people driving their four-wheelers and dune buggies and stuff on it. There's an area by the Jericho picnic area and campground that they're not supposed to ride in. It's got a fence, but the fence is old and deteriorated, and even though they're not supposed to ride in there, they have. That was my plan, was to shoot in there where there wouldn't be any wheeler tracks, but I guess the best laid plans of mice and men. It's 9:05. The eclipse has officially started, I believe, from this point, where the moon is now beginning to pass in front of the sun. So let me show you my setup here. I decided to go fairly cheap. I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on a solar filter. So this is like a $10 piece of solar film, that will block the sun. It's really dark. I trimmed it down to fit in my filter holder, as you can see there. One of the things I did, because it's metallic on the back and it wouldn't fit in there, I took some Velcro, sticky Velcro, you can see, and just cut some pieces and stuck them on there to hold it in place, so that when you insert it into the filter, it doesn't want to slide out. You can see all the clouds in the sky right now. Hopefully they blow out by full totality. Otherwise, this is going to be kind of a bust. Here you can see I'm at 50 millimeters there. And with the cloud cover, you can't see anything at all. So as I was saying, you want to use a filter in front of your lens to protect your CCD. Same goes for the eyes. I can't even see. You can't see through these at all. They're almost opaque. But then when you turn to look at the sun, wow, I still can't see anything. because the sun's behind the clouds. Camera wandered off when I turned my head. That's funny. I would expect to see the sun even though it's behind the clouds and I can't see it at all with these on. But you definitely want to use eye protection, not just standard sunglasses. They have to be solar rated, meaning to look directly at the sun, even more so with an eclipse. So if you're going to shoot an eclipse, be careful. Research on it and figure it out. So the sun is coming out more. The clouds are kind of breaking. Let me adjust this exposure so you can see. There, look at that. You can see just the top of the sun is getting covered.
So when you're looking at it, make sure you always have your glasses.
My wife's talking to her grandson. You can really see it there.
Yeah, that's the moon going in front of it.
It's starting to shape like Bendy's head.
It is, that's right. It looks like Bendy's head.
He said it looks like Bendy's head? The top of the moon, the sun is looking like Bendy's head. If you know who Bendy is, you're awesome because we like Bendy. He kind of freaks me out a little bit. That's my
Sees the sun in a little bit of a dark side.
Yeah, that's our grandson Kai. He just woke up. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We're gonna just sit here. We've got about an hour and a half in this spot.
That thing is really dented.
What is? The sun?
Yeah.
The sun is dented. Yeah, it is. You can see here with the footage through my Nikon that it's at about halfway now. So here's what we're going to do when it's over. I brought an old snowboard and we're going to go back up here. I want to ride that hill right over there. Unfortunately, everybody has woken up and you can hear him driving. The kid, little probably 12-year-old kid driving his motorcycle over here. Just in this center track. But it is now at about 3/4, it looks like. That's pretty cool. You know, I'm really kind of kicking myself. This piece of filter that I could have got a bigger piece and just made a filter holder for my 150 to 600 lens. I could have filled the whole frame with the sun, even more so at 600 with my 2x teleconverter on it. My ultimate goal is to merge one of these with probably the one at full annularity with one of my shots I got out there on the dunes, and just do a merge, a blend, and make it look like I shot it then and there. So we'll see. So we finally got him out of the car, wrapped him up in the blanket like a burrito. The light is just so getting strangely dim. It's just about there, maybe about 3 more minutes, and it's just getting dimmer and dimmer now. I don't think there's any clouds going in front of the sun. It's just really starting to pick up. So let me show you this. Look at that, how it's just about there. That is so cool.
The top part just might not show. Look, did you see
Yes,
it change?
it's just changing. I don't think that's a cloud either.
No,
Look at that. I don't think it's a cloud. It's just getting dimmer and dimmer. It's so cool. Sorry about the wind in that last clip. I was shooting just with the microphone on my Nikon D850. I unfortunately didn't shoot any video during full annularity. I just spaced it. It was so bizarre and different and cool. You can see it wasn't complete, but it was close. Here's a composite of 5 of them. And one of the interesting things is that it got so cold during full annularity. It was just frigid. The temperature plummeted. It was bizarre. Here's one of my composites. This is where it was at about maybe 65% annularity, where I merged 2 images. Here's another one where it was at 100% from where we were. It never got 100%, but it was close, where it was full annularity and dropped it in with these clouds. This was what I intended to do all along, and I really am happy with how these turned out. It's now passing off out the bottom right-hand side of the sun, and it didn't get quite as dark as... Is that a cloud?
Yeah, those are clouds moving in front.
It didn't get quite as dark as, you know, as a total eclipse, obviously, because it's an annular eclipse. But you could see the ring of the sun around it, that ring of fire around the moon. That was pretty cool. and it just kind of got dim. I mean, it just, the light has just been really dim. Just really cool. Someday I'm gonna climb that mountain. So I'm gonna take my old snowboard and I'm gonna hike up there and come down that chute just for fun. Might kill me getting up there, but Eric is gonna film this whole thing and film me coming down it. So it's funny how cold it was while the eclipse was going on, and right at the height of it, it got really pretty cold, and then well, some of it was the wind, but it was cold. It's warmed up really nice now. So anyway, we're gonna go play in the sand for a few minutes. Don't hit me on the head.
I was swatting a fly away.
Yeah, sure, she was swatting a fly away. Are you coming?
We're coming. We're on our way.
So I can go
Yeah.
pretty fast on sand.
A lot of people are going up there. They're gonna be in my way. See how,
Don't get out of the way when you
Get a-
start going down.
look at how steep that is. They're struggling to get up it. Oh, walking in the sand is tough. There's our car back down there. We're up to a spot where it levels off for a minute. They're gonna wait here and film me coming down, and I have to climb that. I'm almost there. This is brutal. It's steep and the sand just slides on you. I made it. Oh, let me show you what the dunes look like from up here. That's Jericho Picnic Area and Campground. See the guys out there. Well, I'm strapped in. I'm gonna try this. Oh, I have a suspicion that my board's not gonna slide very well. My plan is to go and make a turn there, a turn on the other side of that bush, a turn a little further down, and then straighten out. We'll see how this goes. It's been a couple years since I've been on a board, so you never know.
Oh, there he goes. Look at him. There he goes. Oh, he just fell.
That is weird. That is so not snow.
Plus, it's hot and it's not cold.
Watching this?
Hey, are you watching Grandpa? Come on. Watch Grandpa. See him?
Yeah.
It was like powder, and it took me a minute to catch on. You have to lean back in powder. That was bizarre. Ay, ay, ay. Here goes.
Wow, that was short.
That was short. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed how to wipe out on a snowboard in the sand and how to shoot the eclipse. Say goodbye, Kai.
Bye. I wasn't really intended in this video, but I made it.
Say goodbye, Grammy.
Bye, Grammy.
Ah, there you go. Happy trails.